Hello, everybody. We're just going to give folks another minute or two to join here. All right, I think we're going to get started. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today for the March 12th Town Hall. And I'm going to see if I can advance the slide here. Um, it should advance in a minute. There you go. My name is Alan Nielsen. I'm the VP of MLS Systems or Products, and I've been with Doorify for quite a few years, and so glad to be here with you. We also have Christy Webster and Jennifer Francis here to help out with this event, and then of course we have Cole, who we'll introduce in just a little bit. But let's take a look at what we will be covering today. And Christy, I don't know if you can advance the slides for me. It doesn't seem to recognize me. Thank you, Christy. So what we'll be talking about today is just a few system updates that we want to cover. We will have Cole present Tuesday, the app for us. We are really excited about bringing this to the subscribers. And then we have a couple of Doorify products that we are bringing to you guys that we want to talk about. Document sharing, which will solve a huge problem that a lot of you have experienced for the last year at least or more. And then a brand new product called ListPulse. But let's start with system updates. Christy, if you could advance to that. Thank you. So just a few updates here. So we have Tuesday. It's interesting, Tuesday. We have to be careful how we use Tuesday because the app is called Tuesday. But this past Tuesday, we introduced some changes to new construction. And we did that to bring some clarity to the state of the construction. So we added options for to be built. We also added a field to indicate the date for the certificate of occupancy. And finally, also a request we have had is we normalized all the builder names. So that on listing entry will be done from a drop-down list that ensures consistency in how builder names appear on listings, which will then again ensure better quality searches. So happy we could bring that into the platforms. Another thing that is not introduced yet, but that we are working on, also based on request, is main floor main floor primary bedroom. So this is a yes/no question for those of you who are using Paragon, is very familiar with that field, but we don't have it in Flex and in Matrix. So over the next month or so, we will see a similar field in those two platforms. Again, just making it easier to search for that particular criteria. Another update is that you may have seen, or if you have engaged with our support team via email, we have switched to a new ticketing system, which was a significant effort from the team. So when you engage with us, if it looks a little bit different, that is why. We have made this change simply to be more efficient in answering the questions that you have and the problems you have. And finally, I think we have talked about this before. We have an AI bot that lives in different places throughout our systems, primarily on our dashboard. It is Artie, and you will recognize Artie with the little bird that you see on there. Give Artie a try. Artie is not perfect yet, but we we continue to train Artie to be as close to perfect as possible. So if you are looking for an answer, give Artie a chance. In that process, if you should find yourself in need of a live person to chat with, that is built into that process. So give Artie a try. And now, for the main event, I want to introduce Cole to everybody. Hey, Cole, how are you doing?
Very good, thank you. Don't hype me up too much.
Well, that can't happen. I mean, you're Cole. So, but we have engaged with Cole to bring Tuesday to you subscribers, and we are very excited. This is something we haven't really seen before, and in the demos that we have had, everybody was extremely excited. So, Cole, tell our subscribers about Tuesday.
Sure thing. Okay, I'll share my screen and I'll jump into it. All right, thanks everybody for joining. I really appreciate your time today. I know how valuable it is. Okay, so just a little background on me. I actually grew up here in North Carolina. I live in Orange County, California here, but I lived here in the Triangle for really my whole life until I graduated college. So my mom was actually a broker at Coldwell Banker HPW and worked in Chapel Hill. And so yeah, this is a market that's really near and dear to my heart, and I'm really excited to bring this product to you guys. All right, so just a little backstory. So everybody always asks the name, right? Tuesday. Well, when I first moved to California to get my start in real estate, I was working at a top brokerage there. And every week we had a Tuesday morning sales meeting. They told me it's kind of like real estate's Monday because agents often work on the weekend, right? Saturday and Sunday, showings, open houses. So they come back together on Tuesday. So you can picture 100 top producing agents in this room, banter and camaraderie and culture, but also, egos and plenty of side eye. But I learned a couple things in these meetings that have really stuck with me my whole career. The first is that the best agents just know the market cold. It's like a superpower. Somehow you guys manage to see everything that's happening, and you take that expertise and use it to better inform your clients. And the second thing I learned is a simple truth that we've all said out loud 1,000 times. The real estate industry runs on relationships. It's an industry full of people, and the nature of those relationships is what makes our work special. So, market expertise and relationships, that's really what informed everything we've built when we set out to create Tuesday. We like to say it's a new way to MLS. Well, what does that mean? A new way to MLS? Well, the fact is that most agents' daily MLS software is effectively, an endless spreadsheet. There's complex searches that you run across dozens of fields, and the results are always changing. New listings are being inserted at the top, and just the cognitive load of keeping it up with it all can be overwhelming. And so what we hear from a lot of people is, well, I just make save searches for my clients. And that's true. You can do that. It's just that the messages that go out, I think Matt Fowler often says they look like they came from the public library. And they just get mixed into email. I mean, you guys are already doing so much in your email. That's such an important work surface for you guys. You have, communication coming in from all different stakeholders and transactions. And so just these messages that land in email. I mean, to put it really simply, who wants to look at a spreadsheet and who wants more email? Come on, it's 2026. We have to do better than this. We need a new way. Well, a key component of that is that your relationships with your clients, they live in your text messages. I'm willing to bet that everybody on here, when it comes to how you do 90% of your communication with the people you work with, you're going to be texting with them. And yeah, you can send them drip emails, but we don't want you to get lost in the sauce. Text is where this is all going. So, this is the Tuesday app. It's really simple. You just scroll a feed of market activity based on what you care about. So, areas you work in or client save searches you create. You can search and you can save searches, like I said, with your clients. And then you can share listings with a tap in texts or to social media. It's super easy. Just scroll your feed, search for any listings you want to find, and share them with a tap. And we have this great feature we call Smart Share. This brings the MLS into your text messages with AI. So we look at the listing data and then we draft a message off of it, and we can push you right into iMessage so you can use it with your client. I'll show you what that looks like in just a second. We also have agent profiles. We have full MLS search where you can filter by price, beds, bath, square footage. I heard you guys mention main floor, primary bedroom. That's actually a field that we support. And we have a showing time integration. So right from your feed, if there's a showing that you want to schedule, you can just hit the calendar and go ahead and book. It's our goal that Tuesday's the first thing that agents reach for every day. Just like wake up, have your coffee, catch up on your feed of market activity you need to see, and then share it with your clients. It's truly a delight to use, and I'll give you guys a look at it right now. So this is the Tuesday app live on my phone. It's just connected, and we've already imported Doorify data. Now, it's really early days. We've only had access to the data for about a week, but we moved really fast and we got it in. I'm excited to show it to you guys. So for me, like I said, I grew up in Cary. So I actually follow Cary, and you can see that from the little green dot here. So when I scroll my feed, that's what I'm going to see, market activity in Cary. So here's a new listing from an hour ago. I can see its location on a map up here. And if I tap on the map, it'll take me to a detailed satellite view. And there's even a 3D drone view. You know, in real estate, we say location, location, location. We just think this is a great way to get a look at the lay of the land. Uh, of course, I can swipe through the photo gallery, or if I want, I can tap to get to kind of a faster, smooth scrolling view that everybody likes. And then here I see what happened. We call this like the status area. So you have the new listing, and it came on 1 hour ago. The feed on Tuesday is chronological. Then you have the price and price per square foot, beds, baths, square footage, lot square footage, days on market. And then if you hit this info button here, it'll take you into the full listing details, like everything you'd find on Matrix. You can find anything here. And if there's a certain thing you want to look for, like maybe you want to find about a certain bedroom, or you can just search for it, and we bring all those fields right to the top for you. So it's just an easier way to navigate listing details. That's what we're all about, just getting this information to you quickly and easily. Uh, so yeah, just scrolling on through my feed, you have the address here, the property type, and then the location, city, postal code, and county. And here I'll just tap on Cary, and it's going to take me to the city profile for Cary. So here you can see I'm following it. I can see there's 175 active, the average price, average days on market. And I can see everything that's going on in this market just by quickly scrolling and taking a look. Looks like this was the most recent closing 15 hours ago. So it's just a way to have a pulse on an individual market if you want to. And you can look at these for postal codes as well. Maybe you want to drill down a little deeper or go to a specific locality. And you'll notice, yeah, it looks like Instagram. It's just designed to be simple and legible, but this is all MLS data. And speaking of what we think is so cool about that, you have the listing agents right here. And on closed listings, you have the buyer agents as well. And say you want to ask a question about a listing, well, you just tap on the listing agent and boom, their information comes right up. You can see their transactions, you can find their contact info. And really the joy of that is just that, you know, we're this network, we're this like collaborative social network. The MLS, it's about cooperation between agents, people working together. So when we go to get in touch with each other, it should be simple and easy. And again, it's early days in importing your data, so some of these profiles might look a little incomplete, but the fact is you'll have all your transactions on there, everything we can get from the MLS. So yeah, that's the Tuesday feed. We also have search, and again, search is it's a lightweight experience, you know, it's mobile first. We've taken all the best elements of Zillow and of MLS Touch and other mobile MLS apps that are available. You can draw custom boundaries if you want to. Maybe your buyer wants to be in a certain community, and then you can easily save your searches, and those saved searches come right to the top of your feed. It's all about the feed. We just want it to be the first thing that you pick up and reach for every day. Let me call out one last thing here. We have this list here. It's the timeline view. And this is just a little bit more of like a fast scrolling if you want to go through a lot of data or look for a specific listing. But yeah, your feed is just the place for you to start in the morning as an agent. You can like listings, you can book showings right from here. And very soon we'll have an AI integration where you can get more information using our AI assistant. We'll have more to say about that very soon, but for now, we're excited for you guys to sign in and start using the feed. I'd love to answer any questions you might have. Yeah, now might be a good time to do that. I'm just going to open the Q&A window. Um, okay, I
A
see
couple of
CJ.
questions for
Yeah, do you guys mind if
you.
I just jump into the
No,
questions?
go ahead, please.
Okay, cool. Um, okay, CJ, I see if we have searches saved for clients, can we pull up those searches in the app? So, CJ, uh, we don't get them from, well, actually, you know what? TBD on that one. We may be able to import them directly from FBS from you would know it as Flex. Um, Otherwise, you just copy them in. There's a save search screen where you can create client searches. It just takes a few seconds. Um, so yeah, creating save searches for clients is really easy. And then once you do that, they come right at the top of your feed. So you always see those priority items first. Let me answer. Okay, Deborah, are bathrooms rounded up? So look, we do total them. But let me go in here into the details and I'll show you that we can search for bathrooms full. So it looks like this one just has 3 baths. But if they're a fractional, like if there's 1/4 or 3/4, those are shown here as well, or half. So those are available in the details, but up here at this top level, we just show kind of the simple, I think it's called bathroom integer.
I want
Um,
to point out something real quick, Cole,
yeah, yeah.
is such a people may miss it, but the fact that you can search for the field you want the information for is incredible. I mean, it makes it so much easier and faster to get to the information you need.
Yeah, we really love that. And we have something even better coming in that department with AI very soon. But yeah, we just love this idea of like, look, there's 300 fields on these listings. If you
Mm.
know what you want to look for, don't scroll and hunt and peck and say, oh, let me look into the features and okay, laundry features. That's what I wanted. Instead, you can just go here, search laundry, and boom, you're looking at it right there at the top. Yeah, we think that's a pretty cool feature. Um, Okay, so Deborah, bathrooms are rounded at this level at the top of your feed, but you can always get to more details if you want to learn more. I see 2 from Igita. Does it work for commercial properties? Yes, it does work for commercial properties. You can follow areas with commercial properties specifically. Um, if you want to, you can filter an area to commercial. Like if you just want to see, Raleigh commercial, here, I'll show you how you can do that. Um, you would go into search, and then down here we have property types, and you can see commercial lease and commercial sale. And you can go ahead and choose the types that you want. This um, I'm seeing. Okay, so I hope that answers the commercial question. And then yes, this app is just for realtors. It's exclusively for members of the MLS. So if you guys have any questions about, it's not for consumers. Now, you can share listings with consumers, and I should have shown that in my demo here. Say this one's a perfect fit for my buyer. I can hit this share button down here and I can text this listing to my client. We use AI and it drafts a little message for you like this. Then you go into share via iMessage, and then your client gets a link. And here, I'll just send it to a friend. Your client gets a link directly to the app. And when your client opens it, you actually get a push notification. So you can see exactly when they viewed that listing and you can follow up with them like right at that moment. Okay, Roma. Uh, Janice, I'll get back to you. Roma, really quick. She said, I downloaded Tuesday the app. It's loading a video. We're like not officially launched yet in Doorify. You can try it, but let me just tell you this, Roma, and anyone else that's trying to download the app. I'm so sorry. I see a few questions about it. Oh shoot. Okay. Uh, right down at the bottom, there's a button on that loading video screen that says continue. And underneath it in black, it's like invisible. There's a little text button that says skip, and you can hit the button. It's under the white continue button. I'm so sorry. I can't believe I'm bug hunting live on a presentation. I really am remorseful of that. I just saw that last night. Yeah, we're like pre-launch, so you guys are in early. So thanks for bearing with
and,
us. Yeah, hit
and
that skip
Cole,
button and you guys can get through.
right.
Um,
And Cole, I think if you can help us and answer some of these in the chat here, then we will continue with the presentation. We have
Yes.
10
Okay. I'll
minutes
just
left for
bounce
this.
through quick. Thank you. Okay. Janice said focus on a map area instead of a city or postal code. Yes, you absolutely can. Like I said, go to search. You can draw a custom boundary with this little hand and then save that search and it'll be in your feed. That's also where you could add filters, for example. So it's really easy to create location specific searches. Like maybe you just want to follow, I don't know, Preston in Cary. Go draw it on the map, and that's what will come up at the top of your feed. Can I specify new construction only in a search? I do believe that we have year built. So you can actually put in year built. I don't know if that's a sufficient proxy for you. You know, maybe you want to say like 2022 on or something like that. That's the easiest way for us to handle new construction. Um, can you do a location search if you're standing in a subdivision? Yeah, of course. So let's say I'm over here and I just hit this location button and boom, it's going to take me right here and it's going to show me here. I'll get rid of my boundary. Anything that's nearby. Here's like the nearest listing to me. So I can tap on it and here we go. New listing 6 days ago.
Stop
So yeah,
sharing.
Tony, that answers your question. Can you
And
access MLS documents through the app? Wow, you guys
Cole,
are cooking me alive. Okay, hold on.
Cole, Cole,
Oh,
you're
Cole.
no longer sharing your screen. If you don't mind answering the questions in the chat, and then we'll
Oh,
continue
I
with
see. I'm
Alan's
so sorry.
presentation.
I'm so
You're
sorry. I
okay.
didn't
You
mean
were
to
on
No,
a
no
overshare.
worries.
roll. You were on a roll.
That is so funny. Okay, stop sharing. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna reply to everybody in the chat. Thank you so much for having me on. I really appreciate your time today, guys. Yeah, y'all are really taking me to the cleaners. Thanks a lot. Anybody who has questions about it, get in touch with us at support@ontuesday.com. We'd love to hear from you. Otherwise, looking forward to launching very soon. Thanks, guys.
Right. Thank you, Cole. And like I said, we are very excited about bringing this to all subscribers, and can't wait for everybody to get it on their phones and start using it. So the next thing we're going to talk about is something that a lot of our subscribers have had frustrations about. We made a survey available a few months ago, and it's still live. And the number one issue was, well, there were two. There were subdivisions, how we select subdivisions in Paragon, and also related to Paragon, how do we share documents? The problem that we had with that was that in order to share a document in Paragon, you would have to download the document first, then start your own email client, and then attach the document and email it out. So this was very disruptive for your workflow, and for those of you who have been with Paragon for a long time, also know that that was not how it used to be. So we tried to work with Paragon to have them change the workflow for documents, and though they are working on it, the timeline was not acceptable for us, and we knew that we had to do something. So what we have done, and you can skip to the next slide. Thank you, Christy. So what we have done is that we actually created a solution ourselves. We're very fortunate at Doorify that we have some we have developers and highly technically skilled people on staff. So we decided to develop our own document sharing application. And there's some text here, but let's just go to the next screen so we can show how that workflow, what that now looks like. So in Paragon, and I should say this will come to Matrix as well. We're starting with Paragon. So in Paragon, when you're viewing a listing, you will now have a share listing documents option under actions. So you're on a listing, you go to actions, you click on that button, and that will take you to a new screen. Christy, if you could go to the next one. That will take you directly into our new app, and it will take you into the listing that you were viewing in Paragon. and immediately you can see a photo just to verify that you are on the right listing, but you can also immediately see the documents that are available to you. And that covers both the documents that have been marked as public, but also the ones that are marked as private. And private in this context means documents that are available to all subscribers. So just like the old days, you'll be able to click or check the documents you want to share. And then on the right-hand side, you will simply add your client's email address. You can BCC yourself if you should want to do that. And then you can either use the message that is already pre-populated, or you can create your own custom message and simply hit send, and your documents are shared. We are working on pulling in all your contacts from your platforms, so eventually they will be available. So you can just start typing your client's name and it will auto-populate from that. So, and this is just an example of what the email will look like. One thing that is really nice about this application as well is that it shares links. So it does not share the full documents as attachments. These are links to the documents. And that helps so you don't fill up yours or your client's email inboxes with files. I can see the audio is bad. Is that a general thing, or Christy, Jen, is the audio? Okay, all right. So we are very excited about bringing this to you. Finally, we have a really good solution for sharing documents again. We are putting the final touches on this. We have we're interviewing some subscribers to get the feedback to make sure that this is absolutely right. And we expect to make this available to all subscribers on March 21st. So just another 12 days, and then you will have an easy way to share documents again. So we hope that will make life a little bit easier for all Paragon users first, and then, as I said, it will come to Matrix a little bit later. The last thing we want to talk about is a new product that we are launching. We are still working on this, so we don't have an exact release date for this, but we wanted to give you a little insight to what we are working on. And this is a product called ListPulse. So if you can go to the next one, Christy. So this is another application that we're able to bring to you because of our kind of renewed focus on AI and the capabilities that come with that, and also a reflection of the technical staff that we have at Doorify. You can go to the next one, Christy. So ListPulse is a product that we feel like we have needed for a long time. And we used to have a version of this in Paragon and the other platforms that will give you some stats on how many viewings and you have had on your listing. This is that and a lot more. And what I'm showing you here is a few pieces of what will eventually be part of ListPulse. The first one I'm pulling up here. Go back again, Christy, if you could. The first one we're looking at here is engagement. So we are pulling in data from Zillow, from Showing Time, and from other sources. So per listing, we can now see what is the engagement. So you can very quickly see, is engagement going up? Is it going down? And you can share this with your clients as well. So this is a level of insight that have not been that easily accessible. A lot more engagement data will be coming available very, very soon as well. Now, Christy, go to the next one. Another side of this is listing events. We are monitoring the events that occurs on a listing. So when is it listed? When did it have its first showing? When was the price change, and what was the price change? And when was the first spike? What is the spike that this listing had on primarily Zillow here? So this gives you a nice list in ordered according to date. So you can go back and see, oh, when was it things happened on this listing? And now for the really exciting things, if you have engagement and you have listing events, let's bring them together so we can see what impact some of these listing events can have on engagement. So Chris, if you can go to the next slide. That was one too many. So uh, this is the result of bringing those two together. So this is a tool that will help you identify what caused certain changes in engagement. So on this particular example, you can see there was a price change around mid-January, and immediately you saw a spike in engagement on Zillow and agent hits and even in showings. So you will be able to get this data now for your listings, and you can use it with your clients, obviously, to help them visualize what impact these changes will have. This can also include circling your photos, changing the order of your photos, uploading new photos. You will be able to see what kind of impact does that have. And because we also have access to this data, we will know what listing changes does show impact. And that means that we can guide you based on factual data on when seems to be the right time for a price change and those type things. So a lot more will come to this. We are so excited about this product. And it's coming soon. We don't have a date for you on this yet. We're working hard at it right now. So we will come out with more announcements as we get closer to release. But it's not 3 months away. It's probably within the next month or so. And finally, just don't forget some of the apps that we have released as of late. CMA Snap, if you need an easy way to create CMAs, CMA Snap is a great tool for that. Floor plans, if you haven't taken advantage of Kubicasa yet, you absolutely should. We would love to have almost all listings populated with a floor plan, and there is a free option. There's no cost for a basic floor plan there. Check out Sidekick, which is AI for real estate agents, EasyDigs, which is a big management platform, and finally Real Reports that has some really cool reports for you, buyer snapshot, and so on and so forth. So definitely check those out. And Q&A. So there are a few questions. I don't know if there are some that we need to answer on here. And I apologize for going over time. I know we are at time.
Alan, there is one.
Bill had a question.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. So as a listing agent, when you upload documents, you have 3 security settings there. And it is public and it is private. And then it is has edit, it's called. Has edit is for the listing agent and the broker in charge only, office assistants too. Private means all MLS subscribers, and public means that it goes out in data feeds. Those are the difference. So that's how, when you upload your listing, you make that decision there. There's not a emailable selection there to do. Will it pull from realtor.com and homes.com? Yes, we are working on getting access to that data as well. And once we have it, that will be part of the engagement data that we can produce. So this will be more complete than you find elsewhere. Are all those apps free? So Tuesday app is at no additional cost for subscribers. The listing document sharing, of course, that is free. That will the integration there will live in like I said, Paragon and Matrix eventually. And then finally, the ListPulse, yes, that will also be included with your subscription. There's a question about training available for Kubicasa. I think there are training on the calendar for this. So go to our training calendar. You can access that from the dashboard and see what trainings are available. I think the town hall will be made available, the video. I think it will be. So yes, it will. And then there's a question for Cole about the listing. I think Cole will take care of that. Thank you for those questions. And also just want to remind everybody to go check out our sign up site for PropTech South. If you joined last year, you know what kind of event it is that we are putting on. It is quite special, and we are extremely proud of that event. So we're already in the middle of planning the next one and taking registrations. So please scan the QR code that you see on your screen to take a look at what we offer there, and hopefully sign up so we can see you on November 12th. And yeah, stay connected. We are on social media, so follow us there. And we also have a podcast that we issue ever so often, so please check those out. And I think we managed to do this with just going 6 minutes over, so I apologize for that, but I think this was all great content. And thank you to Cole for joining us today to tell us about Tuesday. And thank you so much to Jen and to Christy to help us get this to move along smoothly. So thank you for joining, everybody, and have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time.